Um, good, good day, Dr. Annie Wegner. My name is Karomo Benjamin Kazila. I am from Namibia. It actually is the southern part of Africa. And here in Namibia, I am in northern part of Namibia. I'm in a small town called Rundu. And it's almost 900 kilometers from Windhoek. We are neighboring country to South Africa. And I'm one of your students who's doing education research, and I'm also doing Master of Education in Advanced Teaching with the University of the Peoples. I'm very proud and happy to be a student, and it's good that we are now in Unit 4, and with your presentation and all your teaching that you are giving us and instruction that you are providing to me is quite unmeasurable. And I'm doing portfolio assignment video presentation in Unit 4. Okay, I'm now going to begin with the first question. How has the Master of Education program influenced your teaching, philosophy, and approach to the classroom? Without reading, doing this, being a student of University of the People, since I began, I was struggling with one of the subject, which is called Edu 10. It's called Education Philosophy. I was struggling a lot with that subject because it was one of the subjects that I began with, but yet with the instruction of the instructor, I was coping and I started to improve in my grade. And after I enrolled with another courses, it deeply enhanced me and it really bring me to one of the academic way of learning, and that have also extended well to my classroom, to the student I'm teaching always. So they also have a very wonderful testimony that I really improve a lot in how I teach in the classrooms. Okay, back to the readings. The MD program has the bigger impact on my ability to adapt my teaching style, and I really try my hardest to make the classroom interesting for the students. This will greatly increase their drives, which will ultimately improve their performance despite being straightforward. My approach to the teaching enabled me to get excellent outcome from my student or pupils. I treat every learner individually as part of my teaching philosophy, and I know that disparity between students or people within different special need better than anyone else become a work as a special education teacher. One student may benefit greatly from the same teaching strategy, while another may receive no benefit at all. For this reason, I always make an effort to address each student as individual, learning about their objectives, skill, and limitation, adapting my instruction accordingly. In addition, the MD program has helped me broaden my perspective by employing philosophy and consistently relating the lesson to really world situation. students or children find it simpler to visualize and comprehend the lesson when they search the real world application, or at very least, a suitable analog. Furthermore, when they realize that what we are discussing is more than just a theory, that they can use it to enhance their life and the motivation level rise. 2, 3 words that helps me almost is engagement, communication, and empowerment. Best describe my teaching philosophy. Student never simplifies it through my courses, in education. Trying to minimize my picture. These 3 words have encouraged my student, mostly engagement, communication, empowerment. Best describe my teaching philosophy. Student never simplify, sit through my course and jot down my word. Quite the opposite. And everyone has a chance to add to the lesson, and we converse and we learn from one another. Okay. However, my approach to teaching is very goal-oriented, and I make an effort to establish a long-term objective and milestone for each student as we progress. I can design the lesson and create a roadmap. Once we have the milestone and additional, it is much simpler to go forward with students. Once they understand their goal and the reason behind them at my school and learning here at university, I intend to adhere to the same idea. I have never applied for a job before, but I volunteer at Rund Senior Secondary Schools here in Namibia. I am still developing my teaching philosophy. I genuinely want to assist every child reaching their greatest potential, but I need some time to figure out what works and what does not work, as well as how I should approach each session to reach my objectives. However, I can promise you that I am driven, ready to learn, and excited to begin teaching. Anticipating the unexpected and adjusting chance are key to my teaching philosophy. Natural knowing precise what you want to say and do in the session, and having everything ready in advance is fantastic. However, I discover from my experience that it is usually does not work. There are occasional delays. Children get unwell and they did not find the instruction engaging enough to focus. In order to get their intention again, I always usually try to adjust and make the lesson more participatory or do something new. The secret is adaptation, and I try my best to prepare any difficulty that can arise in the classroom. So question 2, can you share specific example of teaching strategy or teaching or technique you have adapted from program that has positively impacted your student? Here I draw one of the pictures through the internet. And also this idea is one of the key factors that I also learned throughout all the courses that I studied with University of Peoples. Student-centered inquiry. Student-centered learning, postmodern, is a theory that questions and grant narrative and objective truth. Instead, it focuses on how truth emerge through contextual and subjective circumstances. Definition: student-centered instruction, SCI, is an instruction approach in which students influence the content, activities, materials, and pace of learning. This learning model places the student learner in the center of learning process. The instructor provides students with opportunities to learn independently and from one another and coaches them in the skills they need to do so effectively. This was spoken by Collins and O'Brien to 2003. The example are playing-based learning, inquiry-based learning, project-based learning, classroom debate, Montessori classroom, student-led conference. All these teachings were being studied through all the courses that I have studied here at University of People in MD program. The most which I learned a lot is inquiry-based learning. You need to find, you need to get inquiry, you need to get research, you need to bring posters, and project-based learning, how you do your project on learning, and classroom debate and student-led conference. And this way I got it from helpfulprofessor.com, BPLs. BPL encouraged students to work length projects that call them to apply, evaluate, investigate what they have learned. This teaching method fosters teamwork, critical thinking, and problem-solving ability. Just to add on what I have already posted here, this picture is showing group work. And in my classroom, I always project students to do group work. And also, if you enter in my classroom, you can already view picture which already posted to bring attraction for the student and also to bring the idea into critical thinking. So when students are in group work, they can extend, they can bring intensive learning and also their learning idea become broader because each one will come up with topics and also pave their way to study more and bring initiatives in each and every lesson that we are bringing into the classroom. And this have brought a lot of initiative, a lot of strategy and improvement in students' learning, and it can also drag an opportunity or meditate in what they have learned, and it can be observed, and it can be also stuck in their memory, and it's very difficult to forget. Okay, another question was, the third question was, which is the last one, in what way has the MD program has helped me to address challenge in my classroom and with a specific student need? To accommodate different learning styles and skill level in the classroom, teacher might use a variety of tactics. This incorporate differentiated education, which offer a variety of information delivery method, including kinetic, aesthetic, and oral and visuals. Students can work together according to their interests and strength when flexible group strategy are used, like the one I already showed before. Different approach of demonstrating comprehension are accommodated by offering the variety of assessment technique. All students benefit from from individualizing learning experience that are supported by the use of technology and practical exercise. Encouraging diverse student opportunity is effective to help different learners become more available with master degree in education and a strong commitment to fairness and exclusions in demonstrating by pursuing MED, which guarantee all students, including bilingual learners and those who with behavioral and learning need, feel empowered and accepted. Students pursuing MD obtain vital experience in designing exclusive learning environment that can customize learning preference of future students by studying and practical under the guidance of distinguished teachers. An experience to complement classroom instruction, students who pursue a master degree in education gain wealthy, really world experience outside of the traditional classroom. Students in the master program can take part in practicum to hone their teaching ability and obtain priceless practical experience. Graduate students also do capstones project, which provide them a chance to show that they have mastered the material and apply their theoretical understanding in practical learning setting. Students will be better equipped to have a greater influence in their future classroom if their master program emphasize experiential learnings. In conclusion, the MD program has my teaching philosophy statement set to guide our classroom method. They reflect my own value and link us to other members of teaching community who share similar value. We examine something that is regarded underpinning the teaching ideology in this program, which focus on philosophy and historical education idea to assist readers in placing their own view in theoretical and historical framework. We examine 5 foundations of education philosophy as well as 3 components of pure philosophy. We provide example of how classroom atmosphere and course design can influence by fundamental component of how teaching philosophy, of one's teaching philosophy. We propose that by better understanding their own philosophy, concept, and value, educator might become more honesty in the classroom. Teaching philosophy continue. A teaching philosophy is a concise expression of teaching narrative, investigation of regarding how and why they instruct others. Writing teaching philosophy can be done by variety reasons, but it's mostly serve a chance for professionalism development as educators consider their own experience, how they compare their opinion, principle, conviction regarding the nature of teaching and learning. Teaching philosophy is encapsulate one's guiding principle and method of instruction. It can therefore be used to help choose the type of school where one wants to teach. If a person teaching philosophy is not aligned with the workplace, they may experience job discontent and burnout. MD program can help my philosophy from getting enslaved from outside demand, pressure, opinion that could decrease his learners, that can decrease students, women or men, to devalue who they are as teachers. And it also give guidance during the moments when one start to question what they are doing or why. Okay, this information preference, I got them from Caroline Posers, at William T. Chase and G 2020, Teaching Learning, which technology in linguistical diverse classroom. And also I got this information from Galkian and Mokivian, 2021, Improving Exclusive Education Through Universal Design and Learning, which is published by Springer International. And also got it from Kreitman Robin, How Inclusive Practice in the Classroom Affect Children's Social Emotional Development, Review Literatures. The last one, I got it from Niklom, research about exclusive education in 2020, and how can we improve our theory in order to change practice. Thank you very much. It was good to speak on this program of the 3 questions. Thank you, and have a blessed and blessed day. Thank you, Dr. Annie.